Hey there, Eric O'Sullivan, Reverend Sully, ordained on the internet. The caveat, as always, please do not burn your hands holding on to my hot takes. If you do, well, that's on you, pal, gal, or any way you identify in the spectrum of humanity. And, or Klingon, or Gorn, or Vulcan, or Andorian, or shut up, Sully, and get to the show. All right, well, we only have, or I, I only have two more Eaglemoss to share in my series of Star Trek, Starfleet vessels and Eaglemoss. Um, yeah, I only have two left. So I'm going to start with my lesser favorite of the two. I'll leave my favorite of these two, and perhaps my favorite that I haven't got. It's perhaps my favorite one, but this one is very much not my favorite. I think it's a beautiful ship, and I think it's well designed. It's a beautiful starship. It's the Ambassador class Enterprise E. Now this is a beautiful model. Turkey's done? No, that's it. This is a beautiful model. It means the tea is steeping. Yeah. It now looks like a spoon. Instead of saucer shape, it's spoon shaped, huh? Like tablespoon shaped. Yeah, we can get in there. Come on. Sorry about that. Okay, there are the nacelles. And as always, the nacelles just pick up natural light behind it very nicely. Yeah. Ooh, look at those Federation markings on the nacelles, the swoops there. Come on, look at it back in there. Here we go. See those? There's the designation on the tail fins. These Eaglemoss are very, very, very well done. Get back into frame, you? Why don't I like the Enterprise E as much as I do anyone else? Enterprise E. Gee, I am so sorry. Enterprise E. Here we go. Yeah, you can barely see her in my hand. I mean, we need some kind of like. She doesn't have a neck. You know, it's just. Now there is of course, the saucer has to separate by this point. This is the Enterprise E, replacing the television series ship, the Enterprise D, the NCC-1701-E, premiered in Star Trek: First Contact. It was the second Next Generation feature movie. So it's always a big deal when there's a new Enterprise. Now, I hear there's an Enterprise F that's based upon... Oh, jeez. Let's not waste people's time with bad photography. There's an Enterprise F that is from Star Trek Online, I believe. It's to replace the E that got destroyed in Nemesis. And, no! Shields up! She's fine. Thank goodness. Oh, goodness. Yeah, but, yeah, that's the dorsal side. I mean, the dorsal side. What am I talking about? Is it the dorsal side? Am I wrong? Or this is the dorsal side, and that's the belly. But yeah, so this is my second to last of the Starfleet ships in my Eaglemoss collection. I was really thinking about getting the U.S.S. Bozeman, but I couldn't. I didn't like the aesthetic of it. I just really found I wasn't quite pleased with her. Khan, the computers are smashed. These things take time. Time is a luxury you don't have, Admiral. All right, let's look up. We're going to open the book. The Star Trek Eaglemoss magazine and the binder that I got. And took a YouTube video to figure out how to put these in here. She's the Sovereign class. It's the Enterprise E. And she's the Sovereign class Starfleet vessel launched in 2372. She's 685 meters long and she's got 24 decks. She was constructed at the San Francisco yards on Earth. Top speed is warp 9.95. Weaponry are Type 7 phasers, photon, and quantum torpedoes. Her only captain was Jean-Luc Picard. It's interesting. Okay, the Enterprise E has 24 decks. Okay, the Enterprise, the original Enterprise from the show has 23 decks. And when it got refit into the movie refit of the Constitution class, she lost 2 decks and she's got 21 decks. Yeah, where did those decks go? What happened? Were they just like raise the ceilings just a little bit? Were they expecting some taller, people from different planets? And well, the Enterprise B is an Excelsior class, and she had 32 decks. But that's the Excelsior. Who cares about an Excelsior class? We're talking about the Enterprise E today. Yeah, you see that? I love the magazine that comes with this. It's chock full of great little info. Here we go. Some Makuta magic. I love the fonts, the lights, the displays of the pads, and oh yeah, this is just like these Eaglemoss magazines are just. This is for fans like us. If you're tuned in right now, then chances are you are a Star Trek fan as well. E plebnista. Yeah. Not much to share. It's just it was here, it came, it went, and but it is part of my collection of the real Enterprises. And you'll notice right behind me too, I usually have a Starfield for Star Trek. This is my friends Clobber and Time and R.M. Briggs. They do a Saturday night Star Trek show, and they've been doing it for a while now. And they've covered the original series. They've covered the animated series. They've covered all the original Star Trek movies, and now they're on to the Next Generation. Then they'll do the Next Gen movies, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and finally Enterprise. And it's called the 735 Club, and it's all the real Trek. None of the real Trek stopped in 2005 when Enterprise was had its final season. Yeah. And that's it for today for the thank you for tuning in. This is the Enterprise E. She's cute. I mean it's my conceit that all of the Star Trek Online versions, there's a lot of Star Trek Starfleet vessels in new and bold designs, and a lot of them emanated from the multi player online experience called Star Trek Online, and where you can design, I believe you can design a starship, and they have so many designs in there that that the latest names that of starships, and now it's very diverse now. It represents lots of cultures now. It's inclusive. I don't mean to sound I'm not trying to sound anything. It's just more of there are many more names. Of the many names you can name starships, the entire Earth is represented in these starship names. So it's not just United States and Western culture represented in spaceship names, and I think that's cool. I always have, and but most of like they have like odder colorings, like oranges and blues, and these no necks, and like 4 nacelles, and always on like no secondary hull, and it's. But they look like athletic sneakers half the time, and yeah, you have to check it out. Well, go to Eaglemoss yourself and check them out. I mean, I love it. I almost got the Bozeman. I just didn't like. In the end, I didn't pull the trigger. That's it. It's kind of simple. I was like, nah. Yeah, she didn't thrill me. You know what I mean? This is probably my least thrilling of the Eaglemoss, and I like this one pretty much. I'd rather have this than Bozeman. I'll tell you, any day. Yeah, and so yeah, that's all I got for today for the Star Trek, the penultimate edition. Unless I get more Star Trek Eaglemoss, I don't think so. I think 13's a good number. I mean, can it be unlucky, or no? I mean, I got no more room. I'll get more Eaglemoss when I get more space to display them. But until then, I have enough, and I love just looking at these things, man. They're just or woman or Klingon or anyone or anything. Eplebnista, IDIC, and LLAP. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe, and I'd like to, hope to think that I can earn your subscription one day. We're very geeky here, and I'm a lifelong Star Trek fan, and I was brokenhearted to be blocked on Twitter by Star Trek at Paramount Plus. And yeah, I'm not welcome as a new Star Trek fan. How am I supposed to want to be welcome or included? I'm not. I've been excluded. I've been excommunicated. Wow, I always wanted to be excommunicated. Well, like Groucho Marx would say, I don't. Why would I want to be part of any club that would have me? In a paraphrase. Live long and prosper. Live long and prosper. In infinite diversity is infinite combinations. In Eplebnista, we the people. This matters for the Yangs and the Khans, or it doesn't matter at all. That's a paraphrase, but I have it bookmarked. I can never outdo Doomcock and his dramatic reading of Eplebnista in the Shatner voice. Hail, Doomcock! My liege! Alrighty, well, tune in to Clobbering Times on Saturday night. This is a wonderful show. They're covering every episode of real Star Trek, and just it's a great way for me. I go to bed early, so I spend my Sunday mornings usually catching up with their reviews and insights into the show and the interaction with the chat. One day I'll be old enough to stay up late, and I can join my friends and grok Spock. Do dun 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 dun. You have a great day. Thank you so very much, and smash that like button. Cheers.